Welcome back to another episode of Chopping It Up Raw. I am your host, Abdul the Barber, man, and we have a special guest on today, man. One of my good homies, bruh. I've been chopping it up for a while, man, coming in for good convo, but y'all give it up for my man Max, man. I appreciate you coming through,
man.
bruh.
Appreciate it. Thanks for having me here.
Yeah, man. So I brought you on today, just rap with you, man. You know, we always chopping it up when, you know, I'm cutting you up, man. So how long have you now been here?
So I've been here in Japan, like this time around, for about 2 years now.
2 years?
But I was here before in 2017 and 2011, but I was in Sasebo, but love it here. Can't get enough, is why I keep coming back, man.
Yeah. So, I mean, we often have talks about, you know, lately about golf and stuff, man. Yeah. And so I just wanted to ask you, you know, what got you into golfing and that whole realm?
So it started off, I got some hand-me-down clubs from one of my homies. He took me out to the course a few times. I wasn't good at all, but during COVID is when I actually started to pick it back up. So going to the driving range, started getting more interested in the sport. It's a mental sport, so it's a lot more taxing on the mind and the body. So,
right.
And then it's also just fun to be outside, man. I really enjoy being out in the weather. So as that started to happen, I was like, you know, I could do this for a long time. So definitely enjoy it.
How do you, with working and you know, by you being out a lot with your job, how do you balance golf and other things that you like to do?
Yeah, so it's just about time management, man. So a lot of times I'll take the evenings to do some practice at the house. Like you could buy a putting mat, putt in the house. I got a little chipping net that I can use in my backyard, so I do that. But when it comes time to actually play around, it's usually for the weekend, or if I get off of work early, I might go play. But my job offers me the ability to travel a lot. So I go to like Guam, I could go to Australia, Singapore, all these different types of places.
Right.
And I love taking my clubs because I get to play these golf courses that nobody else gets to play.
Yeah.
And it's a good way to just travel and see the world.
So with that, right, seeing all these places, what would you say is your most like memorable experience with the golf?
Man, so there's a course in Hawaii that has like there's about 2 or 3 holes that are just along the beach, and it's like a white sand beach, palm trees up and down the beach, man. It's very beautiful. It's like, man, this is like an amazing place that people pay so much money to be here, and I got to play it for like a really low price. So that was one of the more memorable courses I played. But I played Torrey Pines in San Diego.
Torrey Pines, okay.
That's where Tiger won a few times and some of your more famous tour players. But it's a hard course, but it's definitely fun.
Right. So aside from golf, well, I guess a mix of it, right? So you're into sneakers a lot. And I know a few times we spoke about how you take your sneakers and you'll put spikes into them, right? And so what are some of your like go-to sneakers that you?
So typically what I'll use I'll try to find Dunks. They're a simple sneaker.
Right.
They have a flat bottom, and I use what's called golf kicks. If you look them up, golf kicks. You could buy them on Amazon or directly from their website. They got a bunch of different colors. Now you're gonna blow up your sneakers because you gotta drill a little hole on the bottom,
right? Yeah.
But it won't poke through the bottom. But you can turn any shoe into a golf shoe.
Golf shoe.
So I use Dunks a lot, Air Maxes. I want to do some Yeezys. I do want to find a pair of Yeezys and turn into some golf shoes. But it's about being comfortable on the course too, because you're gonna do a lot of walking. You're stepping in sand, so they're obviously gonna get dirty.
Get dirty, yeah.
So it's just a matter of functionality and like a little bit of style too.
So as a sneakerhead, aside from those shoes, what is your like most favorite shoe?
Man, so I love the Wave Runners, man.
Wave Runners.
Yeah, the Yeezy Wave Runners.
Right.
That's one with like the blue, the black, the orange.
Right.
I think that's a classic sneaker. I actually want to get another pair. I got 2 already. I want to get another pair just to stash away for a rainy day.
Right.
But Wave Runners are by far like my favorite.
They're comfortable too,
Yeah,
right?
man.
I have a pair of I think they were the 700s. I want to say they're like analog, and man, I haven't worn them in a while, but I put them on the other day, and dude, I was like, man, I forgot how comfortable these shoes are, man.
Yeah, they really go well with anything, man.
Right.
Like the color combination he used on those sneakers, like the palettes are dope. So I really like those for sure. The analogs are fire too.
Yeah. So when you're out golfing, right? Do you play music, or I guess it depends?
Yeah, man. So it depends on who I'm playing with.
Yeah.
So typically, if I get around by myself, like a close homeboy,
yeah,
or someone that I'm cool with, I'll usually like. When you're playing golf, I like calming music. So it's gonna sound weird, but I play like a lot of '90s R&B.
Yeah.
Like just for the background, cause it's like smooth, it's chill. Maybe even like some Larry June. Like we like Alchemist.
Right,
I'll throw
we
some
were just
Alchemist.
talking about that. Yeah.
Yeah, like
that
some.
It's gonna be crazy.
Yeah. So like Alchemist, I'll throw on, but definitely like some R&B. And then like if I really want to get like in the vibe, I'll throw like that Brazilian jazz on. So it could range, just depends on the mood, the golf course you're playing at.
Okay.
So I'll just kind of play whatever.
Who you listen to right now?
Just in general, or like on the course?
Just in general.
Oh man, I've been heavy on Schoolboy Q.
Okay.
I really like that Blue Lips album for sure.
Yeah, that's dope. That was
I think had Kendrick not dropped, I think that should have been album of the year. I really enjoyed that album.
Yeah, GNX was tough.
GNX was tough for sure. Definitely a huge impact with that album. Schoolboy Q, a lot of like, I'm not sure if you're familiar with Bodie James.
Yeah. He just dropped.
He did drop a new project.
What is that album called? Token of Appreciation.
Token of Appreciation,
I think. Yeah. It's definitely solid, man.
That boy works, man.
Yeah.
He's put out like probably 3 or 4 projects this year. He did one with Conductor.
It's only March.
Yeah. He put out one with Conductor. I think it's called Across the Tracks.
Okay.
Oh my goodness.
It's solid.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to check that out.
Look
man.
up the song Flying Trapeze Act.
Okay.
Tough, man. Real tough.
Dang, I'm gonna have to check that out, man.
But yeah, he's a solid artist.
So we spoke earlier, and you just came back from a Fuji course, right? Talk about that, man. How was that?
So, this time in Japan, I really want to get out and adventure a lot more. So one of the things I want to do was to play a course at the base of Mount Fuji.
Okay.
So I got a couple of my guys. We took Tuesday off, and we took a trip up to a course called Dai Fuji Golf Course or Golf Club. And so we got on the road at 5 a.m. We get there like at 7:30. The tee time was at 8:45. So we get there, and the facility's like amazing. So they give us a locker. They have a really nice locker room and shower area. They got an onsen, which is like the hot tub or hot spring. So we get there, we have a nice breakfast, we get on the course. All the golf carts drive themselves.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah,
the automatic. So you get a key fob, and you just walk to your ball. And you can walk to the green and just call your cart, and the cart will
come to you.
Just come to where you're at.
So, is it a track on the ground? Or
it's a track on the ground. So like, it's almost like what we say, like an amusement park ride.
Oh, okay.
Where it's just kind of like there, you can see the line on the ground. It'll just go on that
follow
line.
it.
Yeah,
that's
so
cold, bro. America could never.
Yeah, that America would never do that, man. But the golf course was nice. There was like 3 or 4 holes that were like staring at Mount Fuji, like when you're hitting the ball, and the weather was perfect. It was crazy because like the night before it rained, it stormed.
Yep.
I was like, oh man, like it's gonna be nasty out. It's gonna rain. There's gonna be clouds. But when we got there, like it was clear, bro. Like really nice. But the course was tough. It kicked my ass, but it was fun.
What was that one course you said that you went to, and it was, or no, you didn't go yet. It was like south of here.
It's a hotel. I can't remember the name. It's like Kanazawa. They call it the Pebble Beach of Japan. And so it's a hotel. It's a golf resort, and they have 2 golf courses. But both golf courses are settled along the ocean. And I really want to get there. Like, I think it's the oldest golf course in Japan. It was built in 1929. And I really want to get to check that one out. It's just a matter of, booking a hotel. And I want to play with Americans. I think it will make the experience fun.
Right.
So I want to see if like my boys want to go down for that. But yeah, definitely want to check that one out.
Man, I definitely want to check it out, bro. Like I said, I really want to get back into it because I used to play, man. And I remember my first time going to a course, and I had been working up to it, going to ranges and stuff, but when I got to that course, it was a whole different ball game, man.
Yeah, it's different, and that's one of the challenging things. Like when you get into the sport, is like just making contact with the ball is hard. Because you're using different clubs that are different lengths, so you're standing a different distance from the ball. The way you stand in front of the ball changes based on the club you use. So like, you can go to the range and hit well, but once you get on the course,
elevation,
the elevation,
wind, everything is
even
different.
the grass. Because
right.
when you're on at the practice range, you're usually just hitting like on a turf mat.
Yep.
And so like when you're out on the course, you got different types of grass that catch the ball different, and you got to hit it a little bit harder.
Right.
So. The course will throw some challenges at you.
Yeah,
for sure.
It was definitely, man. I went OB a couple times, man. I started to get tired. And it was that one course in Hayama, the 9-hole course.
Yeah.
You know, but we ran it twice, but it was fun. You know, I definitely want to do it again.
Yeah, I played that course in the summer, man.
Yeah.
It was brutal because you walk it. So I walked it. Man, I was sweating, bro. It was like one of those hot ass days.
That view, because you can see Mount Fuji from there.
Yeah.
And it's a really nice view. But yeah, I'm gonna get it. Like I said,
I'm gonna get you out there, bro.
Yeah, bro.
We're gonna get you back out there.
We gotta hit this range first, brother.
Yeah, no
work
doubt.
them cobwebs up out of there, man.
You're gonna have to get some content out there, man.
Yeah,
we'll do that
for sure. You have anything coming up? Any courses coming up?
So the plan is to either hit that hotel up, the Kanazawa one, or there's a couple other courses near Mount Fuji. I am going back to the States here in May, so the plan is to play Coronado Municipal, which is right there in the bay. You get to see all the boats going by. It's a real nice course. I'd probably try to double up on Torrey Pines again. Yeah, I'll be there for a week, so I have some time.
Already, man. So, to anybody that's starting out or that's interested in golf, what would you have to say to them?
I would tell them to do it, man. Try it out. It's intimidating at first.
Yeah.
But one thing that I really enjoy about this sport is it forces you to learn a lot about yourself and what you're capable of. I think it's humbling, and no matter how good you get, you're always going to be humbled.
Yeah.
And it's physically demanding, it's mentally challenging, but you're doing it at a place where like you're going to be around 4 of your friends. You're going to have like a good time, and assuming the weather's nice, you're going to be out, getting some sun and having a good time. So, I would just say pick it up, go to a driving range. You could rent some clubs and just give it a shot. I mean, Top Golf is a thing. A lot of people seem to like that. That's always a good start to try that. Yeah,
I think Top Golf would do really good here in Japan, man.
Yeah.
I mean, some of the driving ranges here are really nice, but like if you was to incorporate that, that I guess that outline here, because they have food, drinks, and games at the
sports,
right. So it could definitely, I want to say they're doing like something like Top Basketball or Top something else.
I did see that.
Yeah, right. So it's starting to expand a lot, man. So that was pretty much, it, man. I just wanted to bring you on and get some knowledge for you and let people out there know, like, all right, we out here. You know what I mean?
We everywhere, man.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, definitely get out there on the course. You never know who you're gonna meet.
Yeah,
you really kind of like meet some movers out there. I can't tell you how many people I've met and connections I've made. Just even here in Japan, like I run into people on the base, like, oh, you work there?
Yeah.
And we see each other, and like, oh, okay. Yeah. So.
Yeah, that's pretty. A lot of business deals are done on the golf course too, right?
You get to see a different side of the people you work with. Funny story is one time I played golf with my boss. Yeah. It was funny because I was sitting in a meeting, and he brought up, hey, I want to play in this golf tournament. Does anybody here play golf? And my coworker offered me up. He's like, "Oh, Maxwell plays golf." Yeah. I was like,
"Bro, don't do that."
Yeah, like, don't do that. But when we got on the golf course, I got to see another side of this person that I may have not been able to see had I not gone out to the course. And I was able to pick his brain, ask him some questions, and really got a unique perspective on how he thinks. So it's very beneficial to get people that you work with out of your typical environment.
Out of your yeah. Well, that's been it, man. And before we go, I wanted to know if you had any shout outs or where people can find you at on your social.
You can find me on Instagram at airmax.btc, HEIRMAX.btc. I'm a Bitcoin fanatic. Buy some Bitcoin, no doubt.
XRP.
There
get the XRP and get a cold storage
wallet.
Get a
cold storage wallet. Where you doing, Tandem or?
Yeah, Tangem, man.
Yep, I use a Ledger.
Yeah, bro. One of my other homies put me on. That's another thing, man. Get a cold storage wallet, and I put it out on my Instagram the other day, you know, because these platforms, if things go haywire, they can take your stuff, man.
Yeah, not your keys, not your coin.
Yep. Yeah. Exactly, bro. Oh, before we get out of here, man, I got something for you, bro.
Oh, man.
So I know you had got something earlier in the year for me, man. So I had to, you know, get you something, dog.
This is crazy. What is this?
So so it's like a swing, I guess, a swing simulator, man.
Oh, you know what's crazy? This is crazy. I was gonna buy one of these. So it's got the weight at the end, right?
It got the weight, and when you swing it, it'll cling. It'll like make a dinging sound.
Man, this is crazy. Bro. I appreciate it, bro.
Hell yeah, bro. I got
Thanks,
you, G.
Bro. Appreciate it.
Hell yeah.
All right.
Oh, man. So, as I said, it's been another episode of Chopping It Up Raw, man. Y'all stay tuned for more. Like, comment, subscribe, and book your slots, man.
Welcome.
Yep. Foreign Cuts Forever.